Hey everyone, the Skilled Roy here. It's been about a month since Call of the Mountain's release, and we're all eager to hear about some new cards. Now, according to the release schedule for this set, the next 3 champions and 30-something cards should be arriving next month, which also means we're getting new previews soon as well. So I'm here to help you get excited because I have already found out which champions are arriving next. Now, I hate to brag, but I was one of the people who completely guessed the initial launch roster of Call of the Mountain, and now I'm here to tell you which 3 we're getting next, and by extension the 3 after that. Now, I do say this so matter-of-factly because all the champions we are getting over the entirety of the Call of the Mountain set have already been revealed to us via data-mined voice lines. These champions are Riven from Noxus, Shyvana from Demacia, Victor from Piltover Zon, Tahm Kench from Bilgewater, and Zoe and Soraka from Targon. The math works out perfectly that we'd be getting a new Targonian champion for each of the 2 post-release expansions, so that automatically means that Soraka and Zoe will not be together. Furthermore, each of the champions I noted above are actually paired with another champion. When I say that, I mean they have a lot of shared voice lines with certain cards, as well as with each other. This is Victor and Zoe, and Tahm Kench and Soraka. In the same way that they matched Azul and Trundle and Nocturne and Diana previously, this is most likely the same case here. Now that does mean we have 2 independent characters who could go with either pair, and that is Riven and Shyvana. Now obviously a lot of people expect Shyvana in the release set because of how many dragons there were and how Dragon Tribal is very much a deck they're trying to make, but we're surprised to see that she wasn't actually there. Now this all is some pretty basic deductive reasoning and follows the basis when I accurately predicted the champions that were initially coming. However, Riot decided to be easy on me, and they published an article talking about the design of Targon, which you should definitely read by the way. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with League of Legends, they often give us design thoughts and champion perspectives for upcoming releases, to build hype and of course, give us hints as to what they can do. Often we're told specific phrasing or puns that let us figure out parts of a character's kit, and this is sort of how they like to build hype for us overall. So immediately when they made their design document, I read it over and found something quite interesting. This paragraph right here. We're designing Targon and Call of the Mountain set as a whole, which means that there are some pieces to the gameplay puzzle coming in following expansions. There are some aspects of region identity we haven't even touched on yet, and we'll bring them with new cards and keywords. Others, such as dragons or healing, are present already but could use additional support to really make the strategy shine. Additionally, our hope is that the introduction of these new twists on Targon's gameplay keeps the meta feeling fresh throughout the entire set. So yeah, that's a largely general statement, but on top of it, they also have these 2 cards directly above that paragraph. Screeching Dragon and Star Shepard. Screeching Dragon, of course, is a Demacian dragon, and Star Shepard represents one of the people whom Soraka lives with on Targon. This is, to me, clear indication, given their history of dropping hints in design articles, that Soraka and Shyvana are coming next. Now, of course, since we do know that Soraka is paired with Tahm Kench, most likely Tahm Kench will also be making it in, as after all, Soraka and Tahm Kench both share a variety of voice lines with Jack the Winner, who was already given to us in the initial set. And with that, those should be our 3 champions we're getting in October. And then in December, we should be getting Riven, Victor, and Zoe. Now, those are pretty obvious calls, at least from my perspective, but let's do a little bit further thoughts on these. I think right off the bat, Tahm Kench's entire archetype is going to be a lot about self-damage within Bilgewater. If you think about why Soraka and Tahm Kench are paired together and how Jack the Winner works, it seems like healing needs to be some sort of supporting archetype for something else. Healing on its own in card games is very rarely a competitive archetype, so it usually has to be paired with something like self-damage or self-sacrifice in order for it to get its true value. Because if the opponent doesn't damage your units, it's kind of hard to heal them. So instead, they let you hurt your own units to get more value. So if I were to guess, I would assume that the Bilgewater cards we're going to be getting are going to be a lot about self-damage and probably lots of burn, but we'll see for sure. As for Shyvana, I think it's pretty clear that she's going to be an aggressive mid-range strategy, as is with most of the Demacian champions, but they're going to have an upper end of dragon cards to help close out games, making them a bit more of a heavier mid-range deck. As for the last 3, I unfortunately don't have too many ideas just yet. We'll have to see the next sort of batch of cards to really get a good idea for certain. But otherwise though, thank you so much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate you coming by. If you guys want to have your own theory on what cards will be coming next, please leave them in the comments below. I'd really appreciate and love to see them. But hey, if this content is something you want to support and something you want to see more of, please let me know by liking and subscribing. It helps a lot out with my numbers and algorithm. It helps a lot in general for helping smaller YouTubers get discovered, so I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise though, thank you so much again, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.